Come take a short ride with me. 2006 Acura TL. Low mileage vehicle. My baby. When I first saw this vehicle, 3rd Gen TL, it was immediately my dream car. So I got one with no regrets. No regrets whatsoever. It's a great vehicle. I've had no issues. And now this is a known thing, that airbag light is just destined to come on. And my VSA warning light, that's because I always drive without it. I always disable it. It's just something that I don't drive this vehicle in the rain. I just don't. But so what is this video about? Auxito LED headlights and fog lights. If you don't have them in your vehicle, you're doing yourself a disservice. Especially when you have HID factory projector headlights. They work phenomenally. No shadows, no dead spots, just even, brilliant white light. It's great. And that's what I'm going to demo for you. We're just going to start out with the low beams first. They are powered off the ballast. Okay. Now after roughly about 25 to 30 minutes of driving, you do lose a little bit of luminescence, or not luminescence, but the lumens do drop down a little bit as they warm up. But in comparison to the stock HIDs and rolling next to other vehicles that are OEM LED headlights, they're still a little bit brighter. Even after the, the warm-up period of, like I said, 25 to 30 minutes, you're going to lose lumens, brightness. But they're still incredibly bright. It doesn't affect the cutoff. There's no dead spots. I know it looks like there's a dead spot right about right there. That's just a dark patch in my driveway. But let's get rolling. Let's do this. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. This way you guys can just kind of take a look at the lights and how they perform. And then I'll go ahead and activate the fog lights, which are also Auxito 9006 LED burners, I guess you call them burners. Mikasa. They're incredibly bright. They're amazing. Love my 170-year-old Colonial. It's a great neighborhood. Great neighbors. Beautiful homes. Anyways, back to the headlights. These are Auxitos for D2S. Hospital right up the road. These are incredible. I can't imagine going back to HIDs. Now for the fogs. It's bananas. The camera doesn't do it any justice whatsoever at all. Fogs off. Fogs back on. Quad LEDs. It's the way to go. They both have a sharp cutoff, they're also aimed appropriately, so I'm not blinding oncoming traffic with the brightness of the sun in their eyeballs, which I know a lot of folks can find annoying, especially the older community. And my town is primarily of the older community, so you got to be mindful of that, mindful of those folks. Incredibly bright. When it rains, the roads darken up, as you all know. This comes in really handy, especially with the fog lights. Now, how does it perform in actual fog? We do get a lot of fog. We've got a lot of lakes and rivers, creeks in this area. So we get a lot of condensation in the air, especially at night, and they perform just fine. Had no issues whatsoever in the fog. There's no blinding, there's no whiteout or anything like that. Just like your standard OEM LEDs in pickup trucks or SUVs or even vehicles, it don't matter. There's no blinding, there's no whiteout. They perform just fine. Now, prior to getting these Auxito D2S LEDs to replace my HID arc tubes, xenon arc tubes, I've watched quite a few videos of people saying or testing the D2S LEDs and, you know, talking about how they underperform and this, that, and the other. And, you know, so I was like, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and wait. I'll just anytime my HIDs start to show any signs of getting old or aging or this, that, and the other, I'm just going to go ahead and replace the HID burners, the xenon bulbs. Stick with Sylvania or Philips, you know, trusted name brands, German name brands, excellent performers, nice and bright. Just a little too yellow for my taste, but that's just me. That's my thinking. Let's see. Quick tour of the car on the outside. I know you can't see shit. It's dark. It's nighttime. It's all good. Can't tell, but these are Type S headlights. Got a lot of pollen. A lot of pollen on the vehicle. Got my RV6 quads. Exhaust system. I like them. Take a look at the front. Got both the projectors and the fog lights burning, illuminating. Looks like one solid headlight, but it's not. I'll go ahead and turn off those fog lights. Installation's easy. There are ways to do it without removing the bumper, but you do scrape your arms up quite a bit. You got to be quite a contortionist with your arms too, but you can access those back rear covers and unscrew them and access the bulbs. But like I said, it is a pain in the ass. Fucking cameras suck. Jesus Christ, man. Samsung S24 cameras can't auto adjust. I've got it set to auto adjust. It can't even do that. Fucking garbage. There you go. They're bright. It's worth it. Great cutoff. No shadowing from the blades, LED blades for housing. Auxito is the way to go. I got no complaints. Later.